Hi there, freelance friends. Thank you for joining me again today. Today I'm back with another example of Let's Talk Tech. Today we're going to discuss how you can use M365 Copilot Chat to help you create a presentation for your business. Yes, that's right. Copilot Chat can create a great start to a presentation for your business. It will save you a lot of time and energy. Will the presentation be perfect when it's generated? No. Will you still have to edit it and add your voice to the presentation? Absolutely. But will it save you a lot of time and energy? Absolutely. In today's example, I am going to demonstrate how to create a deck on client onboarding. I know it's an important topic, and it's an area that, as a freelancer, I don't focus enough on myself, so this will give me, personally, a good start to another resource that I will have for my clients. I suppose that this is one of those topics that many freelancers procrastinate on, is because as freelancers, we often wear many hats. We're project managers, we're marketing experts, we're bookkeepers, and of course, we are the expert on delivering our actual work. So one area that does often get overlooked is client onboarding, at least for me, but it's important. So let's look at it in today's example. After all, the first impression that you make with a client sets the tone for your entire relationship. If your onboarding process is clear, professional, and structured, you immediately start to build a relationship of trust with that client. But if it's messy or inconsistent, you may spend weeks untangling miscommunications between you and the client. So creating a polished onboarding presentation is important. After all, a client onboarding guide is more than just a welcome note. It's a business tool that can help you set expectations with your client early. This way you will have no more awkward conversations about response times, payment terms, or revision limits. Everything is established up front. It also communicates your processes clearly. It shows clients what happens and what they should expect at each stage of your workflow so they feel confident and prepared. It also establishes professionalism. A thoughtfully designed presentation makes you stand out from other freelancers who may only start with a casual email. And inevitably, creating this presentation and having it for your clients is going to save you time because you won't have to re-explain your process in every single discovery call. You can simply share this resource that does the heavy lifting for you. So think of it as a polished, repeatable, and client-friendly resource that we're creating here today. So let's get started. I want to show you how this process can save you time and energy using Copilot Chat in Microsoft 365. You'll see that with just a few prompts, Copilot Chat can generate a professional PowerPoint deck that you can customize, download, and reuse with your clients. So for today, let's imagine that you're a freelance instructional designer and presenter, like me. Although honestly, this approach is going to work for other freelancers or small business owners also. Writers, coaches, consultants, developers, virtual assistants, it will work for all of you. Now, my goal is to create a presentation that becomes more of a resource that I can send to my new clients right after they sign a contract. Now, it will take me a few steps to get the downloadable presentation close to what I want, but you'll see it's quick and easy. So let's start off by logging into m365.cloud.microsoft. Now, since I have the paid version of M365 Copilot, you can see a work and web tab on my Copilot chat screen. If you're not subscribing to the higher tiered Copilot, you will not see both tabs. You will default to a web tab. So for this demonstration, I'm going to select the web tab so that I can simulate how it will look to those of you who are using the no additional cost option of Copilot Chat that's included with a Microsoft Applications subscription. In other words, if you subscribe to applications like Word, PowerPoint, Excel, etc., you likely have access to this Copilot Chat capability. Now, the next thing that I'm going to do is enter a prompt for Copilot. Specifically, I am going to create a 6-slide presentation called Welcome, What to Expect When Working with Me. Include slides on welcome and introduction, project timeline, communication guidelines, feedback and revision, payment terms, and next steps. I will select generate, and you can see that Copilot almost instantaneously provides me with an organized outline. I've got to say, Copilot has done a great job. But as I hinted at earlier, it's not exactly what I wanted. After all, Copilot is a great AI tool, but it's not a mind reader. Luckily, it's really easy for me to align this to something more like I wanted with a few more prompts. So I am going to add on a prompt to ask Copilot to add a short introduction about working together, emphasizing collaboration, creativity, and trust. This is something that I really do want my clients to get right off the bat. You can see I'll select generate, and look at that. Copilot has quickly added that for me. But I'm not done. I have a couple more requests. Next, I would like Copilot to add bullet points explaining that I respond to emails within 24 hours, that I use Teams for project updates, and that I schedule client calls only on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Let me point out that this is a goal that I only have client calls on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but I'm going to put it in my deck and hope that the universe delivers that for me. When I select generate, you can see that Copilot has added exactly what I asked for again. Yet, I still have a couple more requests. Next, I'm going to ask Copilot to list 3 best practices for giving feedback. Consolidating comments into one document, being specific with notes, and limiting revisions to 2 rounds. Then I am going to select generate. It is hard to believe how quickly Copilot responds and accommodates my request. I do have one more before I ask Copilot to generate the actual PowerPoint for me, and that is summarize payment expectations. 50% deposit up front, 50% due upon delivery, and invoices should be payable within 14 days. Once again, Copilot has come through for me, and I think that I am ready to create the downloadable presentation, which I will further customize and edit, but I'm hoping that Copilot has really saved me a lot of work. If you look carefully at the bottom of the last content that Copilot generated, you can see that it's asking me if I'd like to compile all of the slides into a presentation. It's like it's reading my mind. So I am going to enter the prompt, yes, compile all the slides into a presentation flow. Then I'm going to select generate. This does sometimes take a little bit of time. It's a little bit longer than the standard prompts that we've just been editing, but momentarily you'll see why. It's because Copilot's doing a lot of hard work behind the scenes, so it needs just a little bit longer. But still, in a relatively quick amount of time, you can see that it has generated a link to a downloadable PowerPoint presentation that I can open and edit. This is fabulous. So I'm going to click the link, and you can see that Copilot has created a clean, modern PowerPoint using appropriate fonts, having plenty of white space, and has even added some stock images for me that I can start off with. Of course, I can customize them if I wanted, but taking a look at what Copilot's produced, I'm really happy with its selections. What a good designer it is. I can do some further branding customizations. If I want, I can go to the Design tab and choose a different template. Or I can go to the Design Selections and choose something a little different than my current layout. And obviously, I have the option to manually edit it if I wish. This is really a game changer. It has saved me a lot of time and helped me to easily create something that I was procrastinating in doing. In the case of this client onboarding guide, it's helped me standardize my process. I don't have to reinvent the wheel for every new client. Copilot has helped me look like a pro because I have this sleek presentation that makes me appear more organized and credible. It also helps to protect my time. I'm not repeating the same conversations about timelines, payment, and communication. I feel like this will help clients also build confidence in me because I have this resource that I can deliver to them right away when we agree to work together, and that should help them feel reassured so that they know exactly what to expect. Additionally, I believe that a resource like this can help scale our businesses. As we grow, we can keep using and updating this presentation. So, to sum this all up, freelancers succeed not only by doing great work. That is a big component, but it's not the only component. We also must manage our relationships smoothly. And Copilot Chat in Microsoft 365 gives us a shortcut to creating professional resources that can make us stand out. Now, instead of dreading the hours it takes to build a polished onboarding deck, you can let Copilot handle the structure, the content, and the design while you focus on tailoring the details. So the next time you sign a client, imagine sending them a beautifully branded, crystal clear onboarding presentation that took you minutes to create, thanks to the help of Microsoft Copilot Chat. And that's the power of Copilot Chat. It's a small investment of effort that pays off in smoother projects, happier clients, and stronger businesses. Thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, please like and subscribe. I'd love to know what resource you created for your freelancing business using Microsoft Copilot after watching this video. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.